Hello, constructive cynicism here. I'm going to be doing a current patch low percent run. By current patch, I mean 1.4.3.2. But everything I'm going to be talking about in this is going to apply to 1.5 plus, except for inventory cancels. It's the only really major thing they patched out. And then they also patched out the ability to revert vsync upon quit out. But I'm not even going to be using that in this run, so there's like some other things they changed. And like washer nights, I'm not going to go through all that. Commentating this run, mostly because there's not a lot of great content out there for low percent. So I'm just killing 2 birds with 1 stone doing this run with the new skip that was discovered, and also talking. New skip is a vsync epogo. It's very hard to reset because you use 2 fireballs during it. You can do it with 1, but it's kind of hard. And because the skip is super annoying, hard to reset, and kills every single run, I'm actually not going to be resetting over small mistakes, so I will not be doing every room optimally perfectly. But yeah, so I'm going to be commentating the differences between this run and 2.1.2.1 mostly, but I will talk about differences between this and other runs in just general route. So, the major thing you want to be thinking about during this split is getting the Geo to open the stag station. You don't want to forget it. You want to remember to open the stag station, or else you'll be very sad 15 minutes later when you get out of dark Deepnest and discover there's not a stag. So very good enemy RNG. Usually that husk is further right, and because it's further right, charges left. Difference on this patch. Can I hit the inventory drop? And I get hit out of it. So that's very sad. I lost like quite a bit of time, like 4 or 5 seconds on just hitting the inventory drop. But oh well. Bad RNG after doing the frame perfect trick. My bad, I guess. Oh. That husk is normally that. So the husk, I don't even know what it did to me. I have actually never seen it that far right. In fact, it's usually like hugging the wall basically, but oh well. Yeah, so 50 Geo to open the stag station. I have 52, so we're all good there. The reason we open it now is because we're actually not going to be coming back here. We don't quit out to the mound bench, like scatter, or at least most NMG, because we are the only major category that doesn't get dash first. Now obviously spellless, and like hats like that with restrictions on VS and dash are going to do other things, but for the most part every category will get VS into dash because that's just the most optimal. Messed up there. The reason I'm not going for the heal, I'm going for the Geo, is that you can get your 3 heals off. So this one's kind of scuffed, but as you can see, scuffed in like almost every way. I'm not going to be resetting it. Losing even 10 seconds on the split doesn't matter to me because it takes like half a minute to reset the run, and the skip is so unbelievably hard. Like, I have 40% in practice, but that's when I get used to it. The sync feels so different. actually never, like, in like 20 attempts of this, never got the skip first try. So, currently I have 0% success rate, but even if I get this run, that's 5%. 1 in 20 runs. That's ridiculous. So, if you're new to this category, please don't do the skip. Don't even do the skip if you're trying to beat my record. It's probably beatable without the skip, honestly. So, also I say my record because this is most likely only going to be posted if I get world record. So, not being presumptuous there. Just you're never going to hear it unless I get record. But, yeah, just don't. Please don't do the skip. Unless you can get it, like, way more consistent than I have. But even then, it's not even fun to do. Like, I'm running on a 50 Hz monitor just for the skip right now. Like, change my monitor refresh rate down to 50, which is pretty miserable. And this run has a lot of RNG added to the beginning of it too, because of the fact that it's current patch. Current patch has more RNG because boulders, and because this room, as you can see, not a grocer to be found. And I missed the thingy, but am I even gonna reset? Nope. Did I lose like 15 seconds to that drop? Yep. Do I care? Nope. Just because this following skip is so cursed. There's even a high likelihood I won't even make it there, so. The more runs per real life minute I get there, the better. Because I'm not even trying to optimize this category to be as fast as possible. I'm only doing this just to show off the new skip. So. I don't have any intent or desire to continue running this past the initial world record. I'll probably be doing just the low percent optimization on 1221 since it's a more enjoyable category due to the lack of this skip. I'm also still a little rusty because I've never ran a current patch category before, or like anything other than 1221. And I also haven't been running for a bit. I only just started playing Hollow Knight again after taking a break just a few days ago for the first time in like a month or so. Fat Finger Fireball somehow, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm about 10 seconds behind where my average is, so. But if we get the skip first try, I'm 40 seconds ahead of best time, so. Grand Epogo. For whatever reason, I actually find Fog Canyon harder when I'm not collecting soul. So, there's like something in my brain. I tend to be slower. I haven't learned Rhino's strats for that room. Damn, that was actually really good. Might have almost. You can do that skip with 2 fireballs. It's very hard for new runners. Don't be intimidated by it. Just practice. It's perfect. So that, it's like Spore Husk, the one that exploded, can sometimes be in a bad spot. If he is, you need to fireball him. Missed my mark. Yeah, if he's in a bad spot, fireball him. He's always on the left on this patch, and he's never in the way of 1v2-1. Something interesting. Just sorts of minor things they change. they didn't change these enemies at all. And they didn't change ogres. So with ogres, I'm going to do a fast strat, but you'll want to avoid using all 3 fireballs on the last one, just only 2, if you're not doing the... I did an extra nail swing. That's my bad. You'll want to be saving a fireball, because you're going to actually fireball skip for the meter bench and shade skip later, but you need this bench. Up there. Otherwise, you don't need to save the soul. So just try to collect as much soul as possible on the way. You need at least 2 fireballs worth, but having an extra thing of soul is really nice in case you make a mistake. Because if you take 2 damage, fireball, realize you're not going to make it, you can still have 1 more attempt. Which is kind of massive. Having 1 more attempt automatically will double your success rate. So I'm going to actually change to VSync now, just to start prepping my brain. So you can see top left FPS counter 50 now, which is what VSync does, and it causes lots of input delay. Ooh, first try. So we're instantly going to turn that off. Now optimally, if you're running on 1.4.3.2, you leave this on all the way through the end of Tram Pass till your next quit out, because the setting won't save. There's a faster Mantis pogo, but I messed it up. So I'm going to kill these Mantises on the way out for Geo, because the Carver Hatcher gives less Geo in this patch, and also one of the Deeplings don't, so Geo's a little tighter. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I'm actually going to heal, just because I'm terrified of dying. Because I haven't gotten a run past that skip on the first try ever. So this is like a 2-minute goal for me. I know I don't have like my best times up on the left, but it's mostly because it's kind of unbearable for me to run against golds when I'm never resetting, so just a bit of a mental thing. Oh no! No! Not like this. Ooh. I'm doing it again, I'm healing. RNG can actually cause that mushroom to bounce you left, which is what I go for normally, but make sure you have a sulfur fireball in this room, otherwise it's kind of a... not as fast would be the correct word for it. So I'm dropping into Deepnest now. I always plan to take 1 hit here, and no more. And I'll show you what it is. It's up here if you miss an inventory drop. You can take it sometimes. Okay, so we just wait. And I didn't wait long enough. I'm terrified. Holy shit! I'm so fucking scared. But as long as I don't rush anything, I won't get hit. And there's a bench coming up. Nerves are getting to me a little bit right now. Just making dumb mistakes. Hitting that inventory drop is super important. Saves like 3-4 seconds. So like, just stand on the edge and just spam left and like inventory at the same time almost until you get it. Oh, that didn't hit this one. I could tell by the noises. A lot of people are intimidated by Dark Deepnest. The only thing you need to know is that you just want to practice it with and without lantern just over and over again. It's honestly not that hard. Just lots of practice. So this is a new dark route. Shoutouts to Flib in the Discord for discovering this. Oh yeah, also shout out to Insomnia for discovering that V-Sync pogo I was talking about. I mean that I used. Whoa. Can I? So I'm a little short on soul, so I need to hit that lever for soul. This Carver immediately aggroes on this patch. So that doubled, thankfully. Oh wait, that one wasn't dead. Okay. So we have plenty of Geo. We only needed 250, but all the dirt carvers that respawn from the carver hatchers came down, so I got lots of extra Geo. We're still doing very good on time, even with all my failures and mess-ups, because we didn't have to shade skip. And I think the shade skip honestly kills this category completely, like, irrevocably. Assuming that I don't, like, do something stupid and have to reset my run. Like, this category will be negative fun to run on this patch for everyone, so. Unfortunate. But yeah, you would normally actually go through that entire area with VSync on to avoid having to menu the second time. Because VSync would turn off when you load in here. So, this next split is actually very scary on 1221 normally because of RNG enemy spawns, but all the enemies are consistent, even in the dark rooms, so I'm actually... This split on this patch is actually a lot more enjoyable for me. I like it a lot more. Jump up to Pathfinder for the free soul. And then don't walk down, make sure to jump up here because there is a devout down there. And it will murder you, so. For this room, a Weaver starts spawn. You can just ignore it. Oh, I fucked up. So that one spawns. If you need Gia, you would get it from the two that are chasing me. Fireball when you land, so you don't get knocked off the edge or hit into spikes by that one. And then this one that's here, it's always there. I haven't had it go anywhere else, given I haven't ran this category a lot on this patch, but it always seemed to be there in practice, too, no matter what I did. I think it spawns on, like, the edge or something, and so it always runs into a certain direction. But I always pogo that forward there because it will break into spikes, and on 1221 it used to lag my computer. That jump's scary. You don't have to do all these wall jumps off the side if you're new to the category because you can fall down. If you fall down, you lose your run, so. Yeah, you need 250 at this point. I didn't look down hard enough my first time. My first look down was enough, so. Make sure not to bench on the split. Don't bench, don't fall. The split can kill your run instantly if you fall or bench. That was a little interesting there because I missed a wall jump, and so that fly got pretty far up. For these guys, you can get soul off them by waiting for them to start their swing and then pogoing. But you're not in danger of like dying, except to those final like glowing womb enemies. Those ones are the only things left that can kill you, besides that bench in this tram area, because there's no enemies interesting there. Ooh, my controller disconnected during the load. Normally it's wireless, but the battery ran out, so it's plugged in. That lantern pogos me on 1221. That's so cool, actually. Every run, practice run I did, I learned so many new things they changed. Like, whether they're cool or just annoyed the hell out of me, depends. Don't get airwalk in this room. If you get airwalk, you soft lock. I don't know if that happens on current patch, but Rhino Feeder got it a lot when he was grinding for the 1221 world record. So I'm actually going to take this time to shout out some people who helped a lot with low percent. Rhino Feeder helped me a lot with this category. They're the current world record holder for 1221. MIT Battery helped a lot with this category. They have some really cool strats that I still use, like damageless Crystal Heart Room is super helpful in some situations, like when you need to do it damageless, obviously. And then left side waterways climb. We'll get to both of those. And then Insomnia discovering the explosion pogo I did. Homophony, who helped route most of this category and like really find a good consistent route. So we're gonna quit out here. I mean, this is where the run gets like super exciting and cool, but like also really terrifying. That timer just keeps going, man. Current patch timer, am I right? Most of the time loss in current patch is actually from the Dreamer cutscenes being counted as loadless time. It's not actually that the patch is slower, it's legitimately that the timer is slower. Which is kind of weird if you think about it, but oh well. So you should take 2 damage because it's faster in that room, and then you bench here. It's faster than trying to do that room damageless and then not benching. You should bench as you leave. It's like minusculely faster. So I'm going to be doing some safe strats because I mostly just don't want this run to die, so don't expect anything tremendous. So in this room, you can actually pogo the spikes at the very bottom of this room and go under a couple of the platforms. Yeah, so these like crawly thingies are pogoable. I messed up though. If I mess up once, I don't continue trying it. It's actually a pretty hard strat. Okay, this is waterways climb. So I'm kind of a little antsy still, a little hungry, and nerves, you know what I mean. So left side was discovered by battery. If this husk goes to the left, you can just pogo him twice. If he's on the right, you can actually just ride him across immediately. And if he's just in an annoying spot, you can just fireball skip that gap. But I don't trust my fireball skips on nerves right now. I would rather avoid doing hard things as much as possible. Get the consistent dub. So this guy on the right will always run right, and then the one on the left will run right as well, or left, and hit you. Heal on this elevator. So I'm going to be taking a safety bench. Most likely here. Ooh, I missed my pogo. So this safety bench costs a lot more in 1221, but we have to go left here anyway to do the spiral lever skip. I'm taking this safety bench because even if I die to watchers here, I can still roll right to this. So I'm going to be taking the safety baby straps I was talking about. Because I haven't practiced this Husk Sentry a lot actually, and I'm still kind of terrified of him, more so than watchers. Mostly because of unfamiliarity. Are you dead yet? There you are. So that's the only reason I took the bench, was because I was kind of terrified I'd actually die to him. If you're new, he's actually not that bad, just practice. But most of my practice time went into the skip and not into actually killing him, so I was terrified. Optimally, you'd want Soul for a Fireball, but can't have everything. Unless you're good, in which case you can do whatever you want in this game. We hit that one up on this patch so we can inventory drop. Oh, I didn't clean the wall at the end. Let's see. So here's Watcher Knights. I'll probably die to them just because I got the buff. But they're actually really not that hard on this patch. THK is actually an Umu. But because I talk, they will likely kill me. So I'm just going to take a safety heal now. So you can still double on this patch even though your VS doesn't go as far. But it is harder to triple from what I noticed. Oh no, that's really bad. One of the nicer things is that they don't roll off screen as much. Like they'll roll to off screen, but they won't attack from off screen unless they're first spawning. At least from the brief practice and from me watching runners. Oh, bounces are really annoying. There's still another knight that hasn't spawned. Ooh, this is actually gonna be bad. I'm probably gonna die. Wait, this is the final night? Oh, I'm bad at counting. Okay, I'm less scared, but I shouldn't have fucking said anything. Cringe. Safety bench OP though. Am I right? Yeah, so I died on the last night. So this won't world record most likely. And I didn't hit that lever. And I took damage. So, let's see what I get. But oh well, this was bound to happen. Because whenever you say anything, this game will punish you for talking. So. Now imagine I hadn't taken that safety bench because I was scared of the big house. It's okay, we'll just do this fight really fast. And we'll pretend like this death never happened. UI was bugged there. Had more soul than I thought. Okay, oh, bounce another roll. Okay, can we roll? Thank you. Bounces will always lose time, and rolls are just... they tend to be time loss, but under specific circumstances, they can be time saved. Particularly if you can capitalize on the level. Okay, so I should have gone to that BS, so there's a little world in which I could actually double that in time, just due to the lack of quality. Oh, 2-minute loss to, actually it was more like a 3-minute, because I took that fight really safe. We'll see. I'm very behind. I might submit this anyway, more as a proof of concept. Okay. So for the next like while, 1221 and 1452 are the exact same, except for the timer. The timer is the only change. Because controller. Because the timer's still going right now, and I want you to win. My controller keeps disconnecting. It's kind of terrifying me. I might have to do the rest of it on keyboard, which I thankfully can do a lot of this on keyboard. I've played the game on keyboard, but I'm really not comfortable. I forgot to hit this down, so we're just gonna fall over here. The game is now acting up because of all the disconnected disconnections. Just opening my inventory, but that's cool. Very good, I guess. Ooh, and we missed that inventory drop as well. So we lost time there because we couldn't inventory drop either of those times. And my controller disconnected again. This is so weird. I guess my cord's really bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Literally, first run that I'm having a problem with it. All day. I don't heal on the split. Ever. Until the big elevator. Gorgeous Husk is a bit of a bully, but outside of that, you shouldn't really be getting hit. So. I didn't pogo that. That's my bad. You're supposed to pogo that lever to avoid the hardball. Losing a lot of time to dumb mistakes, controller malfunctioning, and that death. Very unfortunate.
Helmedelka.
But we'll continue to run. Record's like 52, I believe. I don't know if we're on pace or not. Since I wasn't comparing myself to their splits, since one, I don't like the splits, so I'm using the same ones as I would use on 1221. And, two, the timings are all going to be off. I remember correctly, I think Quado's was like 29 minutes ending Watcher Nights when they did the Shade Skip, but they're at 57, so we'll see. We're gonna have to have a very strong Crystal Peaks and a very strong Beast Zen. Which, I think Crystal Peaks is my specialty in this category. I have all of these cycles very optimized. It's definitely one of my strong suits, I'd say. Oh, I didn't quite make it onto that. Oh, hello? But I'm still a relatively new runner. Not that good at the game, so. So keeping him in the corner when you don't have shamans or dash is fastest. If you have dash, it is faster to still go for doubles even if you don't have shamans. And if you have shamans but no dash, it's faster to go for doubles. But if you have neither, then you should just trap Gorgeous in the corner. Oh, I didn't make that. Jump too early. So these enemies are always in the way. So you should either take damage or fireball. That sentry can double back sometimes. Faster to take the elevator. I just space. Still a little I guess disappointed would be the word, myself for dying to Watchers. Especially the last Watcher like that. Well, I am proud I got the skip. Oh, here's something really neat I learned actually. So first of all, you can make this jump without wall jumping. A lot of people don't know that. The second one is this. So I get soul from that soul vessel on this patch. In 1.2.2.1 you don't because you leave the room too fast. But 14.30.2 they actually update. So not that the soul matters, but so yeah, this is the infamous part about the run, or one of them. Jumping across Blue Lake, no dash. I keep putting my input in too early to jump, so I keep losing time. Which isn't really ideal, obviously, losing time. Especially since I am so far behind from that death. It just happened at the worst possible time in the run. And I held it right there, apparently. My controller is still broken. Very unlikely that this run will amount to anything other than a good first completed run on this patch. Ooh. He's kind of in the way of what I like to do normally here. But we're gonna bench anyway. There's not a world where I die. It's like just... There's worlds where I lose time from pogoing too much. Like I did there. But... So I always bench first before grabbing the launcher. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't think... And why I say supposed to, I mean that's like what ComSub does on 1.2.2.1. I don't think it doesn't really make a difference. My controller's just not working, like, at all. So I'm swapping to half keyboard, I guess. This is so sad. My depth of Watchers is not because of inputs. It was all me. At my misplays, but I am losing time purely off of the inability to actually have my inputs go through. So, infected Vengefly room, you should always, or you should take damage from the top one, like, a majority of the time, but if you hug left, it happens less often. Slide slash and then pogo the spike. Well, I missed it, but you can pogo that one. It's mostly for swag, not because of optimization. This room, you want to be on the right moving conveyors as much as possible. Oh, I missed the lantern pogo. You cannot get fog axe on this patch in any degree of consistency. And 1%, I spent maybe 5 minutes to determine like the miner is just too unpredictable. You can do it consistently on any percent. So that parry is really bad because I take damage now here. I take 2. That's new. I'm gonna heal once. And then I'm going to like soul later, and I'm gonna go for a damage cycle, which I missed. So I'm actually just going to wait here. I didn't wait long enough. I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die here. Oh, tragedy. I said Crystal Peaks was one of my strong suits, so I'm obviously gonna die. I've just been jinxing myself this entire run. First Watcher Knights. Then this. It doesn't ever stop. I didn't even try to go through the inventory drop, I guess. And I see, like, what's up with the collision there? This room, the cycles are supposedly global, but they don't change the strategies at all. I'm going to be doing a damageless one. 1, 2, 3, shout out to the battery. This. So, yep. Battery's a really cool dude. You should check him out. That's another thing they changed, by the way, are these platforms. Their hitboxes appear a lot later on this patch than 1.2.2.1, which makes me respect them very much, because I definitely screwed up the practice. So I've lost a legitimate metric amount of time. Like, metric ton, like actually just thousands of pounds of time have been lost in this run. Very sad. Umu's an actual bitch on this patch in low percent. I prayed to the lords and hoped that I get a 5 cycle. So. And then we pray to the lords that I can inventory drop without getting hit. Instantly hit out of it. I'm actually... Oh no, not like this. Okay, I'm gonna be taking the safety bench at Archives, which I don't normally do. But I also don't normally get hit twice in that room. That hit me again? Oh no. This is also scuffed. I'm gonna die. See if I can do the Trinomi drop. Shout out to Rhino Feeder for discovering this drop that I just disgraced their name by messing up. But yeah, the fireball at the end was their innovation. Ooh! I didn't realize I even hit the big one with the back end of my Sea Heart. It's faster to go right side on this patch because Luma flies are... I didn't wait. Luma flies are global. Oh, 1-2-2-1 to proximity. I should have healed there. That was my one. I don't know why I did. I'm kind of just scared, mostly. I don't know why I'm scared. I should be going balls to the wall, since I've lost so much time already. I can't really play safe. But yeah, this is the worst boss in the game. Somehow made worse by shitty input handling like that kicked me off the wall. And by randomized slow attacks. Like, they're even worse somehow. And I get an extra. So that's cool. So I will never in my life damage tank on this boss. At the very beginning, I input command. Mostly because oh my gosh. Sorry for the 5 cycle. You can 4 cycle this boss. I can't even get 100 damage in a single cycle ever on this patch. So. What? I didn't have another. I thought I had one more nail hit. So I'm considering healing at this point, but I don't think I'm going to. So maybe if like I could come up with a consistent setup, this would be a lot more bearable. I haven't. So it's legitimately going to be impossible for me to get record here. My between Dreamer cutscenes and the fact that I'm actually shit at THK on this patch. My controller stopped working again. I'm surprised it hasn't killed the run. This is why you should become a keyboard player. And Dreamnail didn't go off. Cool. Everything about this is fine and dandy, honestly. I'm just vibing. Yeah, basically I'm like half keyboard, half controller. Like I use keyboard for Trinomi drop. I use it for like the new Trinomi drop because there's Fireball skip. I use it for Friend, Fireball Pogo. I don't use it for Queen Station. There's so many weird things that I use keyboard for. Tech smashing in particular. I use the I key for inventory on my keyboard to inventory drop from this patch because it's better than hitting the menu button on my controller. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you just lose so much time in these Dreamer cutscenes on this patch. Kind of insane, honestly. I also don't go for this inventory drop on this section because it scares the living fuck out of me. But oh well. I definitely feel like this is honestly not that shitty of a run for me. So. I collect more soul on this patch because these things don't lose as much time from the freeze frames. And also because I can't crystal heart in this room as easily because I need to hit this inventory drop. And also because left side exits like actually destroyed because of global Lumafly cycles, and so right side's faster so you get more soul. So I like doing full soul here. And then killing the first bot instead of going for drop skip. Cut some of the RNG out. Yeah. Firebolt and Crystal Heart, please. Note that if you're walking for more than like half a second in a direction, Crystal Hearting's probably faster. I just haven't labbed everything. Not a good habit, but because you don't have dash. So I fucked up really big there. So I thought it opened its mask when it didn't, which prompted an attack, and I got the first parry, but I didn't get the double parry needed to avoid taking damage in that scenario. So I'm going to heal twice, because in my mind, record's not really going to be achievable. So I'd just rather not die and just get a run done. Can you double backed early? This spider's the worst with that dash. There's not really a good way to navigate around him. So we're going to be going for the 2 damage tank build. Since we're low soul. Wait. Why am I doing so good on time? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how this is, because all the timing's like really messed up because Dreamer cutscenes. So we still have like another like 20 seconds in this cutscene, right? So they could be really close actually. Like I definitely got record here. If this run finishes, it 100% would be record if I didn't die to Watchers, but it might still be. So who knows? You can exit first on this patch because the devouts don't respawn. Oh, wait. Why did that hard fall me when I was practicing? That's so weird. We got places to go, my good stag. So current patch THK is an actual bitch. Yeah, so like that sea heart at the end of like the stag station in Dirtmouth was unironically probably faster than just walking. Like that's how it's slow. Like I should have. This sea heart's faster. I allowed it. You go so slow in this dumb game. You don't need a bench here because the auto takes the bench for you. So even if you're going to die to THK, which I would recommend you avoid, you're fine. Chains, it's not faster to see heart between them. I love it. So you have soul to start the fight. You should start on the right side because it takes longer to spin around. Oh. I thought he was attacking already. Oh no, not like this. I'm actually just gonna heal. just too fast. You can double him on this patch, but in low percent as well. But I don't go for it because for every fireball you miss trying to double, like even if you have 50% success rate, you're only breaking even. And I don't have a 50% success rate, and I think it's like nearly impossible to. He should be close to the screen. There we go. We're gonna heal the full here, because I don't trust myself. And if I hit screen skip, we're in a really good spot, so... Yes, you can low percent screen skip. I kind of want him to do the middle attack thing, because it's my best attack to punish, because... Yep. Oh no. I missed two fireballs, that's really bad. What was that dry hop? Oh no. Why am I not healing? I almost went for screen skip. I almost just killed myself. Oh, wait, that's actually fucking record. I think that is. It might not be. Yeah. I'm pretty sure record's like 52 something, so that just shows you how bad this is. So please, if you're watching this at this record, please fix this. Like, remove this time. Controller disconnecting while I check again. So that is record. New skip OP, like actually. So yeah. Thanks for watching this if you are. Hopefully I'll have a low percent guide out soon. This is like so loud. I'm gonna turn this down. Apologies about that, but audio normalization is something Tube Cherry fucking sucks at, so my bad. I think this category is unlikely to ever be really fun for anyone to run. That skip is horrible. I spent hours with like macros and like task tools and shit trying to figure out what makes it more consistent, and I can't find anything. My success rate's 40% in practice. I think the average person's like 20%. My monitor refresh rate's 50 hertz. It's so horrible. I think it's fun to run for like Switch or something. You should legitimately just shade skip if you're trying to run this for fun, or just down patch. But yeah, thanks y'all. I'm gonna be taking a quick screenshot of these splits just to show how absolutely miserable this record is. Will I fix it? I might. I honestly might at some point continue running this, despite how miserable it was. Resetting every 2 seconds to that. Like, legitimately, actually, I had one run get past that skip, but it took multiple attempts. So, I got 1046 Mantis Claw, and I think with the shade skip, like, a good time was like 13 minutes. And my last run that left at 13 minutes, so. Yeah, very cool. Very nice indeed. But yeah. And obviously the death at Watcher Knights was bad, but that's actually the reason I wasn't running in Steel Soul. Is because you can run this category in Steel Soul, but I figured there's a chance that I'd die somewhere. I honestly thought my death would most likely be in like Beast Den or something if I was going to die, or GHK, but. Well, GG. Thanks for watching. See that 11%? Spice. The font looks different. It looks really crisp on this patch. So yeah, this was my first completed low percent run on current patch. Hopefully have a guide. Peace out.